Hello class. Today we will discuss about linear programming problems. This is Ravinder Pant, and in the previous classes we learned about linear programming problems which can be solved with either graphic method and the simplex method. So we have already studied about this graphic method. Today is the time we will speak about, we will learn about the simplex method. Now before moving towards this simplex method, let us revise few concepts and the gaps, the limitations of your graphic method. What is the need to move towards this simplex method of solving your LPP? This graphic method is based on graph based solutions which talk about two variables x and y. It may be stretched for three variables, but it make it a very complex situation. So we try to limit it for solving a two variable problem. Since more realistic applications of linear programming involve numerous variables, you find that when you applicate these concepts to real business, real life situations, you find that two variables are not working. Hence, we need another method which can solve more practical problems involving more than two variables. So the method was developed by Professor George B. Dantzig, and named it as the simplex method of solving your linear programming problems. The simplex method of solving LPP. This was developed in 1947. So 1947 is a easy year to remember by any Indian. So before moving towards the LPP solution by simplex method, let us understand few concepts and few definitions. Now this particular method, the simplex method, will involve a sequence of tables so you have to be very patient, and the last table in this sequence of tables will lead us to the outcome, which is your optimal solution of problem. And this method also finds its origin in the graphic method. So in the graphic method, what we did, we identified different corner points. We identified we look for different corner points of the feasible region, and you will find that we are going to do the same in this method also, but in a different manner. So not all the in this simplex method, since the variables are more than 2, there can be 4, 5, 6 variables, we cannot evaluate, we cannot examine all the corner point solutions, all the corner points, but we will try that all the corner points, their subsets, samples should be evaluated for the optimal solution. So we will try that we cannot evaluate all these points, but we will try to pick out of these points to evaluate and look for the optimal solution situation. Now few important points. Important concepts to start with your simplex method. Number 1, this is your slack variable. All these concepts should be remembered, should be understood by you if you want to solve for simplex method. What is this slack variable? So this is a variable, an imaginary variable, which is added to the left hand side of the less than equal to constraint to make it a equal equation. So what we are going to do here is we are trying to convert the inequality into equality. How? Let us say there is an equation 3x plus 4y less than equal to 50. Now this is a inequality here, and we assume that the variable which is left in the LHS to make it equal is your s, which is your slack variable. So we add a slack variable here, we write it as 3x plus 4y plus s is equal to 50. So now this s is the gap here, and this is a positive function, this is a non-negative variable. In technical term, technically this slack variable is the unused capacity, unused capacity of the resource. So this is the capacity which is not used, hence we add this to the LHS, to the equation to make this inequality into equality, and this is your slack variable. Another point, another definition, another concept is your surplus variable. So if you are able to understand a slack variable, you will not take much time in understanding this surplus variable. So this is the other way around situation, wherein you deduct something, the imaginary variable value, from the left hand side situation of a left hand side equation of the inequality of the greater than equality concept. So, let us write an example. If there is a equation by 2x plus 4y is greater than and equal to 25. Now, we will deduct a variable from this LHS to make it equal to this RHS. So, the new equation is going to be 2x plus 4y minus s is equal to 25. This s is your surplus variable. So, we will mark it as S1, S2, S3 depending on the number of greater than equal to constraints we have. Similarly, we will do for this slack variable also. So, two important variable of today's session, today's short lecture are slack variable and surplus variable. Now, all these S are, these are non-negative values. This needs to be highlighted. Now, two variables and we have two type of solutions also. Number one of solution is your basic solution. I want you guys to put more attention towards these two solutions as this will make a foundation of your simplex method learning. Now, let us say for a system of m simultaneous linear equations in n variables. So, if we have m linear equations, one, two, three, four. So, we are saying that m number of linear equations with n number of variables. So, you may have x, y, then you add slack 1, slack 2, surplus. So, these are the number of variables. So, it says that a solution obtained by setting n minus 1 n minus m variables equal to 0. So, we will try to put this setting n minus m variables equal to 0. So, how many number of these variables? So, we will try that if there are 5 linear equations and there are 10 variables. So, we try to put 5 variables is equal to 0. I hope you are getting this point, that if we have 4 equations, we have 6 variables, 4 equations, 6 variables. So, this is m, this is n minus m will give you 2. So, we will try to put these 2 variables. So, these are not fixed, these 2 variables will keep on rotating. 2 variables is equal to 0, then we will get the values of the other, and those other variables are going to be your basic solution. So, the variables which are put as equal to 0 will be your non-basic variables, and the variables which we find by putting these non-basic variables as 0 will be your basic variables. So, the n minus 1, n minus m variables set equal to 0 in any solution are called non-basic variables, and the other are your basic variables. So, there might be chances that you are not fully understand, you do not fully understand this concept, and I expect that after doing one question on this, one example on this, these concepts will get cleared in your head. And the second solution is your basic feasible solution. Basic feasible solution. Many times you will find that this basic feasible solution is written as BFS. So, it is a basic solution, LPP basic solution for the m variables solved for are all greater than or equal to 0. So, when you find that the solutions of the basic variables are greater than, बेसिक वेरिएबल्स का जो सॉल्यूशन है, the solutions are greater than or equal to 0, then we say that it is basic feasible solutions. These points are giving you basic feasible solution. So, it should not be negative. Negative नहीं होना चाहिए. So, we studied 4 concepts here. We talked about slack variable, we talked about surplus variable, we talked about basic solution, we talked about basic feasible solution. Now, let us move towards an example to further clarify on these 4 concepts. So, I will give you one example from the book of Professor J.K. Thukral. So, this example is from the book of Dr. J.K. Thukral, and the example says that you need to identify all the basic and the basic feasible solutions of the LPP given below. Now, what is the LPP? It says that maximize, what maximize? A constraint, their objective function which is z is equal to 3x plus 4y, which is subjected to the following constraints. Subject to the constraints, and what are these constraints? 2x plus 2y less than is equal to 80, and other constraint 2x plus 4y less than is equal to 120, and the other non-negative constraints which says x y greater than equal to 0. Now, what we do? We will go by all these 4 variables which we have studied few minutes ago. So, first step is you are going to be, will transform this inequality into equality. The solution will go by this. So, we will introduce slack variables. We will find that these are less than equal to concept. So, we need slack variables, not surplus variables. So, हम लोग S1 और S2 को दो slack variables को इंट्रोड्यूस करने वाले हैं अपने दोनों इक्वेशन के अंदर. So, now your equation becomes 2x plus 2y plus S1 is equal to 80, and the other equation is your 2x plus 4y plus S2 is equal to 120. नाउ नेक्स्ट स्टेप, हमने इस इनइक्वालिटी को इक्वालिटी में कन्वर्ट तो कर दिया. नाउ इन दिस इक्वेशन m इज इक्वल टू कितने m है और n कितने हैं ये आप लोग बताएंगे. फॉर मी m is your linear equations. How many equations we have? We have 2 equations and we have 4 variables. What are these variables? X, we have y, we have s1, we have s2, and the basic solution concept says that out of these two, m minus n, I am sorry, this is your n minus m, हमें इसको 0 रख के आगे बढ़ना है. So this is your 2. So now this constraint having 2 equations and 4 variables, a basic solution to these problems can be found when 2 of the 4 variables in the equivalent set of constraints are set equal to 0. So we need to put 2 variables equal to 0, but the problem here is which 2 variables. Why? Because we have 4 variables. So we have variables like x, y, s1, s2. इसी में से 2 वेरिएबल्स को हमने इक्वल टू 0 रखना है. तो वो कौन से 2 वेरिएबल होंगे? सो व्हाट वी डू, वी गो बाय वन. हम एक एक करके 2 वेरिएबल्स को 0 रखते हैं और इस तरह से हमारे पास कुछ सेट, हमारे पास पॉइंट्स आ जाएंगे. तो ऐसा करते हैं कि पहली इक्वेशन में हम लोग इन 2 वेरिएबल्स को 0 रखते हैं. s1 is equal to 0, s2 is equal to 0. होगा क्या? तो अब जो आपके पास इक्वेशन बचेगी 2x प्लस 2y इज इक्वल टू 80, 2x प्लस 4y is equal to 120. Now putting these values, these 2 slack variables as 0, we have these 2 equations, and when we solve for these 2 equations, we found that x is equal to 20 and y is equal to 20. So we have these 2 values from the equations. Similarly, we can also put other values as equal to 0. Now one other possibility is when s1 and x are set equal to 0. When s1 and x are set equal to 0, so the equation becomes 2y is equal to 40 and 4y plus s2 is equal to 120. Again these will give you few values like y is equal to 40 and s2 is equal to minus 40. Similarly, we will keep on doing for the set of 2 variables until all the variables are covered, and will reach to multiple solutions. All those solutions will be combined in a table and we will say that we have these many solutions. So, we will find here that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 solutions. and these are non basic variables जिनको हमने 0 से इक्वेट करा, एंड वी हैव बेसिक वेरिएबल्स जो 0 इक्वेट करने के बाद हमारे सामने आए. In the first situation we put s1 and s2 as 0 and we found x is equal to 20 and y is equal to 20. In the second scenario we put x and s1 as 0 and we found the value of y as 40 and value of s2 as minus 40. In the third scenario we put the value of x and s2 as 0 and the value we found y is equal to 30 and the value of s1 first slack variable is 20. In the fourth scenario value of y and s1 put as 0. In the fifth scenario value of y and s2 put as 0. In the sixth scenario x and y put as 0 and the respective values we found for the fourth equation is your x as 40, s2 as 40, x as 60, s1 as minus 40, s1 as 80 and s2 as 120. So, we are going to do the same things for all those variables. So, we try to put two variables as 0, these will be your non basic variables, and by putting these two variables as 0 you get the values of other variables, these will be your basic variables. Now, we find that these 2 points, point 2 is having negative value here and fifth point also, fifth solution also have a negative here. So, we are going to remove these and these cannot be your feasible solutions, and rest of the points, these are your feasible solutions to the linear programming. So, these points are your basic feasible solution points. So, how we can also plot them on a graph paper. So, on a graph paper you will see that the corner points are always giving you the feasible solutions. So, the graphic method is leading you towards the simplex method. The simplex method is finding its origin, its foundations on the graphic method. So, these two are related things. So, when you plot these points on a graph paper, you will find so, when your x is equal to 0, your y is equal to 30. So, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 30. So, this is going to give you 0 comma 30 here. When your y is equal to 0, your x is equal to 60. So, this is going to give you 60 comma 0. Similarly, you will also find values for when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 40. When x is equal to 0, your y is equal to 40, this point. and when x is y is equal to 0, your x also is equal to 40, and you will realize that the common point here is this. Since all these are less than equal to equations, and this point will also give you another coordinates. You can get these by solving equations or by plotting on a graph. For me, it is going to be less than 20, 40. So, these are the points, these are the corner points, and these corner points, the same points which you are getting as basic feasible solutions. So, this is end of a small lecture. This is end of this lecture, and